Alright guys, we finally got the final war video done for Alliance War Season 29. We got 16 fights in this one. We're starting off on path 5. We got Doom taking on Longshot here. Again, not necessarily the best counter, but again, when you're doing 16 fights, it's hard to always make sure you've got the best counter for each one. If I only did a few fights per path, then I could probably bring better counters sometimes. But Doom works out fine here. This is just ebb and flow knockdown, but he does go debuff immune when you knock him down. Here we'll just get a special 3 off. Again, he is going to go debuff immune after the special 3. But the passive stun still sticks. I think I was hesitant there, not sure if the passive stun was going to stick there. And always a little nervous against Longshot, that if he gets that either special 1 or special 2 could shred you in a second if you're not too careful. So again, taking it slow, make sure we get it done. And again, I am boosted up for these fights, and they are sped up just a little bit because we want to limit the amount of time for it. So if it does seem a little quicker, it is. Next, we have a stealth suit SpiderMan, ebb and flow knockdown, heavy hitter. We're actually going to go with Guillotine on this one. Even though Magneto would have been the faster fight, definitely with a class advantage and him being hashtag metal. But I thought this was a good opportunity if I played this one smart to get a charge with Guillotine 2099, and it worked out pretty well here. And I'm pretty comfortable evading Stealthy Special 2 there. Not necessarily going to counter in after it, but I am going to go ahead and I have no problem evading it. Let's say that. I also do have the attack tactic on this time. You can see that my heavy attacks are applying a slow, which is nice. But again, gives some willpower healing to the defender. But you're going to see I actually have a good use for it this time. I know earlier in the season we tried to take advantage of slow your roll with the slows on the debuff on your heavy attacks if you have an armor up. But this war, we actually get good use out of it. So here, this is an old school fight that we've done a bunch of times. We've got the White Max pre-fight from a teammate, and then we go in with Doom, and we take down this Mixmaster Korg, parry, medium, light, medium, and just rinse and repeat. Try and get the special 2 off while his rock stacks are down, so that they stick. If his rock stacks are up, he has a chance to shrug them off. We've done this fight a lot in the past. And again, the White Mags pre-fight allows you to get the passive stuns off. Normally, there's a chance for him to shrug off your stuns when he has the rock stacks up. Here, perfect drop of the special 2. And you can see all those incinerates stick. A lot of nice damage there. Again, trying to make sure that we don't get his crowd charges up. If he gets too many crowd charges, I think if it's over 3 or more, then his special 1's going to be unblockable. And even though a few seasons ago I tried to work on evading his special 1, I still just block it. Every once in a while, if I'm questing or something, I'll attempt an evade on a special 1, but for the most part, I don't bother. Especially in Alliance War. Those are some nice quick parries in the corner there. Again, block the special 1 and finish him off. A little bit of a long fight, but We've done it so many times before. Not a problem. Now here, we got this thing fight on Footloose. Kinetic Transference, Crumbling Armor. We're going to go with Guillotine 2099 with a charge. And you can see we've got Slow Your Roll active. We should be able to parry heavy, apply a slow debuff, and then not have to worry about thing going unstoppable. Plus, he's not immune to degen. I did have an invulnerability boost on just in case, and you can see I tried to get a parry there. It did not work, and he hit right through my block, which is a little frustrating. There he is, 14 hits. Luckily, that was a clutch parry. Reapplied the slow right before he dropped his special. At least we've been able to keep our rock stacks up. Again, a little bit of power control with the special one. Again, we do have to reapply the slow here. We get it right as he gets to his 15 rock stacks. He throws a special one, so now he's back down to nothing, and we finish him off. That was almost a full yellow bar. That was about as nice as I could have asked on that fight. Next, we'll continue up on Path 5. We have an Ebb and Flow Intercept Immortal Abomination. Now, we don't have the charge this time, but I do weave in some intercepts here, and Guillotine 2099, of course, as a robot, is poison immune, so I'm really not too concerned about Immortal Abomination here, as long as I can get nice clean evades and distance on that special one. And there I got a nice quick intercept in there, and when the Fury is up from the Ebb and Flow intercept, the degens are ticking down nicely. There's another nice intercept, and again, nice baits on the special one. We're staying pretty topped up in terms of health. Really happy with this one. Also looking for trying to finish with a special 3, because I do believe we have some boss action in this one. So it was good timing here. Get the charge for the thing fight. Now get the charge here for the boss fight. And that's some nice, so it's always nice when you plan out some strategy and it actually goes the way that you were hoping. So we drop that special 3, and we bank that charge, and we'll see Guillotine 2099 at the end. Now let's go on to Path 9. We've got a Juggernaut. I think this is the first time I saw a Juggernaut on this path. We go in with Kingpin. The only thing we got to do is here we got to be careful of his Unstoppable. Other than that, it is not a big deal to deal with this Juggernaut. Just after he throws his special, just wait for that Unstoppable to go down. And then, again, we don't have to worry about it. The Incinerates or the Poisons. This Kingpin has a chance to shrug them off. There's another nice combo into a special 1. He's almost finished here, and he's done. Okay, next on Path 9 in Section 1, we have a Yellowjacket. He does benefit from the high ground global defense tactic, but not too worried about it on this one. We can just go ahead and just shred him with class advantage with Kingpin. I'm not too concerned about baiting Yellowjacket specials. Pretty confident with my spacing on those ones. And he's done. That's a quick one. Next, we've got this Encroaching Stun, Professor X. I went in with Doc Ock. I did throw on an invulnerability boost in case he did go to special 3. And unfortunately, I think I completely forgot about the Encroaching Stun. I was doing so much damage right off the bat, like too heavy, like 8 hits in, and he's down to 50% health. So I'm like, oh, I'm almost at a special, let me throw that special 1 here. And I should have waited until the Encroaching Stun was done. Luckily, the invulnerability boost kicked in. I don't get my butt kicked, and I'm able to finish off this fight, no problem. But yeah, I got distracted there by how much damage I had done in like a couple heavy attacks. It's already he was getting shredded, so I guess I got distracted. But it's fine. That's why we have the boosts. We put them on, and there's so many that I think I've got a bunch expiring now in the off season. Now Next, we go back onto path 5. We've got this Nova. We get clipped there at the beginning, but we've done this Nova fight so many times, I'm really not too concerned about it. Get back into the groove of evading his special 1, attacking back in, waiting for that, try and get a few prowess built up if I can. There I do 1, 2 recharges. We get like 4 prowess, not too many, but enough to get a decent amount of damage in. And also apply the Furies. And a nice evade right out of the special 3. He gets that special 1 and we're ready to go. Again, he does benefit from the high ground global, so I have to be careful with not taking too many blocked hits. So I'd rather try and push him to a special 1 if I can on each combo. Hit into the block there. And again, I can intercept him because he's #metal. And I'm using Magneto, which is why you've seen this fight so many times. I talk about Magneto all the time, then they threw that side quest in with all those metal champions. Just makes it that much easier to use Magneto. Next, we go back onto path 9. We got a Magneto here on Window of Opportunity stun, one eye open. We're going to go in with Clear here. And again, if we can get to a special 2, I think we put an advanced, like a Power Start 1 boost on. If we can get to a special 2, we can put on the debuff immunity on him, and then you can go ahead and bait his heavy attack freely without worrying about the unstoppable. Unfortunately, there I get clipped trying to go for an intercept, but then I intercept with our own special 2 there. So now I can bait his heavy, or at least counter in there quickly while the debuff immunity is up on him. We didn't have an opportunity to actually bait a heavy there. He didn't throw it. We just got a full combo into the block and we countered. And I got some nice intercepts there. Again, don't really want to take too many hits on the block on this fight anyway, because he is a high ground champion. There we got lucky with an unintentional parry, but the Window of Opportunity stun timer was down, so sometimes you got to be lucky to be good. So, that's fine, but we got through it, so it doesn't matter. A solo is a solo. Next, we got Window of Opportunity stun, empowered immunity with this Black Widow Deadly Origin. I've gotten used to baiting her heavy and countering, especially with Kingpin. Again, every champ always has some distance issues sometimes. So, like, certain champions I'm really comfortable with. Other ones, not so much in terms of, let's say, a heavy counter. But for this one, I've done it a couple times already this season. So I was pretty comfortable with Kingpin here. And I think we we almost finished with a full yellow bar. Really nice fight. Next, we got a Bishop. That's not on the same node that we've seen a million times this season. So this one's Kinetic Transference and Feats of Indestructible. And we are going to go in with Doc Ock here. And I thought that this would work out really nicely. And again, 3 parry heavies, he's already down to 50%. 4, down to less than 40. So here, really, as long as I just don't want to push him, I actually got a nice clean evade on that special 2. Now, even here, I just try to keep some distance after he throws his special 1. I did get 1 incinerate on me, which is fine. I actually should have waited on that special 2 before throwing it to get the Feats of Indestructible down, but it doesn't matter. That was such a clean fight with Doc Ock, and now we're going to get another really nice Doc Ock fight. We got this Mojo on the node we normally see Bishop on with the Vigorous Assault, and again, this one is unblockable when they have a regen buff, but Mojo gets passive regens, so she doesn't actually benefit. He doesn't benefit from this node at all. So here, and because this one, you're capped at how much damage you can do per hit, but if you can see, when I detonate a debuff on the heavy attack with Doc Ock, it bypasses the damage cap. So even though I don't get it, I only am getting like 2k crits on that special 2, when I go ahead and if I parry heavy with the triple debuff on, and again, try not to evade here, but I'll go parry heavy, and I get like a 19, 18k direct damage there, so it completely bypasses the damage cap. And then here, we've done this fight a bunch of times before. Kingpin against Hazard Shift Stun Immune Void. Not a problem. Again, nice intercept. We can bait heavies. Sometimes I do try to keep tabs on his intimidating debuffs, but don't really need to worry about it because I'm going to get enough willpower healing from my own rage stack. Plus, if he doesn't purify the debuff, I'll get some healing back, and it's only a 5-star void. We shred him. Second last fight, we've got a Penny Parker, who is #metal, and this is on the Brute Force Spry Limber node. And if it's #metal, Magneto is going to bypass Limber here, so I can parry heavy freely the entire time, even though I'm not 100% still on fighting Penny Parker. I still just went with the usual. I do get clipped there by that first special one, but I think I get back into a nice groove of heavy countering that special one. So again, parry heavy, no problem. So they're like back off and a nice heavy counter at the end of that special one. So I know I had done that in the past. So I got back into that groove again, back up, wait for it to finish, boom, heavy counter. So it worked out really, really nicely, this one. Just, of course, as I say that, I get clipped. But I have enough. I get to that special 3, charge it, drop it, and down goes Penny Parker. And last but not least, to end the season, we've got another boss solo. This is our 176th fight of the season. Not quite as many as last season. Last season, I think we were over 190 fights, but still 176 fights this season, and only 7 deaths. So I think this was a pretty successful season. Obviously, a few less deaths would be better, but when you're doing that many fights, I think that some deaths are going to happen. So I hope you enjoyed the season, guys, and I look forward to another one. And if there's anything you'd like to see, throw it down in the chat. We can, in the comments, be more than happy to throw some more stuff up there. All the boss solos are done for Act 7.3. Except for King. There's a boss fight though for King, but all Act 7 fights, you can find a playlist for all the Act 7 boss fights are all up on the channel. I hope that helps, and if there's anything else that you'd like to see, let me know, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the season.